Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. Let's start this video off with something I got from NBK Crypto. That's at NBKLYRAD. Give them a follow. This first article that I got is about Russia. And this I think we've covered before. But this is one of those things that just keeps popping back up in articles, and that is different issues related to a lot of these countries that are trying to get around U.S. sanctions and different things. We've read this about Iran, China, Russia. This article is about, says Russia's massive oil industry considers using Facebook's global coin. And it goes on here. Facebook's global coin might soon be used to value barrels of oil, according to one wide-ranging article about the impact of technology on the Russian economy, warning that further American dominance in technology will likely lead to increased sanctions and other problems for Russia, including trade and tariff imbalances. And they're talking about using Facebook's coin. Now, why they would use Facebook's coin, I have no idea. I would think that it would be much more likely that they would want to use the greatest digital asset ever created, like that moves in 2 to 3 seconds, than Facebook's coin. But who knows what in the world? One thing I do know about Russia, China, and some of these other countries is that articles that tell you 15 different things on the same topic tend to just come out all the time, and so you never really can see exactly where they're coming from. And maybe that's by design. Okay, next from Bond Crip. And what this is an article he's tweeting where Vitalik Buterin has said some positive things about Ripple, and I'm just going to read his summary. Ripple is doing things on the scale via adoption and partnership. Ethereum's Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, has always spoken in favor of Ripple. This is what it's all about: cooperation. Yeah, I think that the really smart guys that are the guys that are not just all out Bitcoin guys, the ones that are intellectually honest and know what's good for them, are talk positively about XRP, and that's kind of what I've noticed as we've gone along through all this. Let's see here what we have. This is from Digital Asset CPA, at Digital Asset CPA sent me this. I've talked a lot on this channel about how there's the spread, like showing pictures of Bitcoin ATMs where people go in a store and then they put pictures on Twitter and that type of thing. But something I've never talked about is the bigger picture of it, which is, in this case, a property group cutting a deal to put these across the country in malls. This is Chicago-based Crypto Dispensers has announced that it is placing Bitcoin ATMs in shopping malls owned by Simon Property Group and Brookfield Properties, the two largest real estate investment trusts in the United States. Press release: the company's partnered with Simon to place General Bytes branded Bitcoin ATMs in 30 locations across 6 states. Now, folks, I want you to think about this for a minute. Think about all of those average Joe people walking through those malls. What percentage of those people do you think have really heard of Bitcoin? Or if they have heard of Bitcoin, which is possible, have they heard of XRP? Because XRP will be in these ATMs also. And when it is, think about all of these people that all of a sudden are going to have access to buy what you owned before they ever showed up to the party. And do you know what that does for your investment over time? Unbelievable where we are in relation to what's coming. And that is awesome. Okay, Xmin XRP, at XRP33 sent me this. And he said, it's Binance CEO, India's insane anti-crypto bill will pump Manero and Zcash. And the other day we covered that India was coming out with their own, it was just a bill that was introduced by somebody who's probably anti-crypto. He's probably being paid by someone to come out and introduce a bill like this. Well, it would be like where I think it said you could get it put in jail for 10 years if you owned crypto, which is, that's insane. It's not going to happen. But this was a response by Binance's CEO, and he says that bill in India will really push privacy coin adoption forward. And he's referring to privacy coins like Monero. For those of you that don't know what Monero is a digital asset. Whereas like with XRP, if I send you XRP, where it was sent from and where it's sent to and everywhere else it's been can be tracked. With Monero, it's different. The IP addresses, it all disappears. When Monero is sent, it poof is gone. And so a lot of bad guys, the idea being that a lot of bad guys would be buying Manero, or I think there was another example of one. Zcash is another privacy coin. The problem, and here I would caution any of you listening right now about owning any of these. First of all, I don't own any Manero and I don't own any Zcash. But the reason that I don't own them is because, like CZ Binance right here is saying that this bill would make them more popular. He may be right, but there's one big problem. I believe a lot of these exchanges and the governments around the world are going to start forcing exchanges to delist those digital assets. And if they do that, you could find yourself in a position where you could only sell those digital assets on some type of a black market website or something. And you don't have near the liquidity to make any money off of if it's an investment, that is. Okay, let me get rid of this one and this one and this one. Diane B at LIVN with passion sent me this, and this is a tweet from Bank XRP. Ripple's David Schwartz defends XRP against BTC's mediocre finality and censorship resistance. Okay, what this is an article, and the guy who, what had happened was, Max Keiser, who is a brilliant guy. Max Keiser is a guy that I think the YouTube channel is Russia Today, is the one where he has a show. Well, Max Keiser is a huge Bitcoin guy, and he hates XRP. He's made that known over time. He calls it a banker's coin and all of that. The other day, I can't remember if he wrote an article or he tweeted out an article that was basically saying that Facebook coin was going to kill XRP or something like that. Well, I went into, this is just an interesting aside. I went into Max Keiser when I saw the tweet, and I replied to him and I said, Max. I'm trying to remember the exact wording. I said, Max, something to the effect of, you're a brilliant guy, but you are so off base on this. And that's all I said. I didn't say anything nasty or anything like that. The guy blocks me. As soon as he saw my tweet, he blocked me, so I can't even see Max Keiser's tweets anymore. But this was David Schwartz went in and replied to his tweet. Also, I love opinions about XRP that don't show any evidence of having any understanding of XRP. This is just a Bitcoin minimalist thinking that there's Bitcoin and everything else. And then he got into it with someone else that was a Bitcoin person. But here at the end, I want to show you. He says, Bitcoin costs millions of dollars a day to solve this problem, and it gets mediocre finality and mediocre censorship resistance. We solve it for nearly nothing with better finality and censorship resistance. You respond that you need permission to have no effect on the network. So anyway, I feel sorry for anybody that tries to get into a debate with David Schwartz, because anything I've ever read, he, in a nice way, usually a respectful way, just destroys anyone that tries to challenge him on what is XRP, which is the greatest digital asset ever created. Brian Melancholy XRP at Mike Honcho _11 sent me this. And this is a Google, looks like a Google Trends search for the month from June, I guess from April. This is April, this is June. Okay. So anyway, they compared, this is how you know that your digital asset, this is how you know that a digital asset in this space is getting very popular. It beat out Donald Trump, Tesla, and especially Kim Kardashian. When Bitcoin is becoming more popular a search than Kim Kardashian, you know that we're getting into the pop culture. Finally, I got this from X-Men XRP at XRP33. He showed me a video that I think I've shown before on this channel, and sometimes on the weekend I like to give inspiration, and here it is. You should all go watch this if you've never seen. This is a scene from the Rocky Balboa movie, and it's a motivational speech to his son. If you've never seen it, go watch it. He sent it to me for I don't remember why, but he sent it to me, and I just thought it's never a bad thing to show this video to a bunch of people, and so go watch it if you've never watched it. It should inspire you too. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family to go watch this Rocky Balboa clip. It's really awesome. Thank you for listening.